Alright guys, here we are back again with another Dio album review, this time 1994's Strange Highways. Which, like I said on my last review, the Lock Up the Wolves review, this is kind of a different direction here for Dio. And it's not a bad thing, but it's really, there's almost really not a lot of synth going on, not a lot of keyboards like his previous works going on. And also, Rowan Robertson, again, he was only on the one album with Dio. This time I have a guy named Tracy G, which never really heard of him besides Dio. Maybe he's been in some other bands. I'm not really sure. Never really delved into him, but he's pretty good. He almost has like an industrial kind of tone to it, especially on some of these songs here. So we'll just dive right on in with the first track, Jesus, Mary, and the Holy Ghost. Incredible song. Easily one of my favorites off here. And it's got a lot of time changes too right off the bat for an opening Dio track. And this real weird computery industrial noise that probably with a pedal or something that Tracy G uses about midway through the song, and it's just really badass. Then we've got Firehead, another killer track, real heavy on the bass. We got a really good groove to it. Then we've got more of an epic on here, was Strange Highways. It wasn't that long, but it was still just a pretty epic feeling song, the title track. And, the production on this album is really good. But again, it's really, I said Lock Up the Wolves may have been their heaviest album, and it was certainly up to this point, but I think this one may take the cake. I think Dio's heaviest album in his entire catalog is probably either this one, Lock Up the Wolves, or the one after this one, Angry Machines. It's easily one of those three. I could easily see any of those, having a fair argument for the heaviest. Then we have another one of my favorites off here, Evolution. Or, I'm sorry, I missed, track 4 is Hollywood Black. That is possibly my favorite track off here. Really, really good hooky chorus to it, and a really awesome riff that just kind of carries on throughout that chorus and throughout the song. Really good groovy tune. Then we've got track number 5, Evolution, which is awesome. I do sometimes kind of get Firehead and Evolution a little bit confused. They've got kind of a similar song structure to them, as well as like chord progressions, but they're both really good songs in their own right. Then track 6, we have Pain, which is a good solid track. Not one of my favorites off here by any means, but still a good track. Then we've got One Foot in the Grave, which is a pretty heavy one. That one's really good. Really good lyrics on that track. And then a really awesome track right here, Give Her the Gun. That one's pretty heavy off here. And again, this whole album, this just has this industrial sounding theme, which was pretty different at the time for Dio. And that's why these, I wouldn't necessarily say they're better than the albums that preceded it, like Killing the Dragon, Magica, and all that. I wouldn't necessarily see this one and Angry Machines are better, but they certainly do stand out in the catalog. That's for sure. Then after that, we've got Blood from a Stone, another solid track. I do think the album gets a little weaker as you go through. Not bad songs on here near the end, but it does get a little weaker as you go along. I think about maybe halfway through, it kind of drops in quality. But like I said, not bad at all. Really awesome album. Then after that, we've got Here's to You, which is like, almost sounds like some kind of little farewell deal. I don't know if he was planning on this being his last album or what, but it's a good song. And then a hell of a closing track right here was Bring Down the Rain. Oh, and man, that one's, talk about an epic. That's one of them on here. And it's a hell of a track to close the album. He always, Dio, in this whole, album review thing I've been doing, just you can look at just about every single one of the reviews I've done, and I've said that he opens with a banger, then closes with an epic, and this stays true to that formula. Although this album is a little bit longer than some of his previous titles, I guess, because it was able to put on a CD, and it came out later, about mid '90s, And I'm only gonna get the thing on vinyl quite a bit pretty damn expensive. I mean, I was looking at it like $300, $400, and I'm not gonna drop that much on it, so I just stuck to the CD. And from these onward, I'm gonna be using the CDs. You know, I've shown off all my Dio vinyl I've got, but yeah, from this album forward, I'll be just showing off the CDs of the particular albums we're talking about. Anyways, though, yeah, we're gonna keep it in the '90s for the next review with Angry Machines. Tracy G, I believe, is returning on that album on guitar, and it also has kind of a similar theme to it, and the whole technology and industrial. Honestly, probably even more so on Angry Machines. I mean, hell, it's in the title of the album. But yeah, we'll check that out next time. And thanks for watching.